Iro and Buba is actually one of the simplest styles you can make. You can cut this style in 30 minutes. So in today's tutorial, I'll be teaching you how you can take your measurement and how you can cut your Iro and Buba. I am Blessing Banjo, the creative director of Bledora Fashion Line, and I welcome you to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends about my YouTube channel. Let's dive right into today's tutorial. Your Iro and Buba, you need the highest round measurement, and we have the bust waist hip. So if your hip is the highest round measurement, I want you to take note of that. So let's take our measurement right now. The bust is 33.5. The waist is 26.5, and the hip is 38. So it means we'll be using 38 inches. I hope you are following me. We'll be using 38 inches. Then the most important measurement you need now, the most important measurement is this. You please bend your head. Thank you. So from the mid back here, you take the measurement down. Normally, Iro and Buba is meant to be long. Iro and Buba is actually meant to get to the wrist, but people no longer do that. Sometimes they might want, even some people want it as short as this, some people want it as long as this. So it totally depends on what you want. So you ask your client, so please, ma, where do you want us to stop at? Yeah. So it means we are using 24 inches. I hope you got that. It means we are using 24 inches. So this is very important. I want you to take note of that. So after that, the last measurement is the blouse length. Let's say your blouse length, your normal blouse length is 24 inches. You add 2 inches to it. It means we have 26. Let's say your blouse length is 23 inches. You add 2 inches, we have 25. I hope you understand that. So it's not supposed to be short. So I would not advise you to use 23 inches. So here now, let's take a measurement. So we'll be using 25. We'll be using, can you see that, before the hip line? So we'll be using 25 inches. If you are following me till now, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can like this video so the algorithm can push it and many viewers will see it. So please like this video as we continue, share it with your soul friend, and let's go to the cutting table. I want you to know that to make a proper Iro and Buba, you need about 5 yards. And this is Ankara fabric. This is Ankara, and you know Ankara is 45 inches length, and then the width is 36 inches per yard, but 45 inches length. Another thing you also have to know is that when making Iro and Buba, especially if you are making it for an older person, there's something called alakun in Yoruba. So this alakun means that because this is 45 inches, those older women, although this is no longer in vogue, except you are making for an older person. This is why we have Oleku styles now, Oleku. But if you are making for an older person and the person is saying she wants halakun, what it means is that this is 45 inches. It means you will have to add to it. So most times you just cut 10 inches and then add to it. But this does not happen when you are working with a lace fabric. It does not happen when you are working with a lace fabric, because lace is usually by 60, so it's always longer. But because Ankara is 45 inches, you might have to create this alakun in Yoruba for older women who want a longer Iro. To make Iro now, please note that you need 2 yards 18 inches. But this 2 yards 18 inches is for a chubby person, and some people actually want, you see some people, they will tell you that they want their iro to be wide, so that in case they are no longer using the round buba, they can easily cover themselves. Some people want it, they don't want something long, so you have to ask. So you can, anything from 2 yards is okay. So but most times I use 2 yards 18 inches, that's 2.5 yards. And you have to know that out of that 2 yards 18 inches we have sewing allowance. So sewing allowance could be 3, because when we are folding the iro, this is how we fold. We don't fold it like we are finishing gele. We don't fold it this way. See, you don't fold your iro this way. So you measure 2 inches like this. Can you see? This is one side, so you measure 2 inches like this, and then you fold it in by 1/2 an inch. So that's 2 on one side, 2 on the other side, that's 4 inches. So it means if I cut 2 yards 18 inches, it will be left with 2 yards 14 inches. So from there, the gele is usually 1 yard, but some people want a big gele, so it can be 1.5. So it can even be 2, depending on the fabric that you are working with. I'm cutting 1 yard of gele, 2.5 yards for the iro. So for a slim person, for the iro, you can even use 2 yards. So that's 2.5, that's plus gele 1 yard, that's 3.5 yards. So it means we are working with 5 yards, so we have 1.5 yards left for the buba. So let's cut now. So now the next step is to cut the buba. And the hip we are working with is 38 inches, and from the mid shoulder to the arm to the sleeve is 23 inches. So what you do is, and the buba length is 25. So what you do is this: you fold. Remember, we need 25 inches, and this would not, if you fold this into 2 like so, if you fold this into 2 like so, it won't give you 25. That will be 22.5. So what you do is this: you can see, oh, it's even 23. So what you just do is this: we fold it this way, and we fold it, you fold it this way, and then you then fold it this way. Remember, we need 25 inches as the blouse length, but we won't make use of 25 because of sewing allowance at the hemline. So I'll be using 1.5 inches as the sewing allowance. So the blouse length is 25 plus 1.5, we have 26.5. So did you see that I folded my fabric? I folded it into 2 like this, and then I will fold it this way, then find 26.5. You see how I folded it? I folded it into 2 because when you are making buba at the shoulder line, there is no join. You don't join. This is the shoulder line, and these are the sides. I hope you understand me. So let's come to the neckline. For the neckline, the normal neckline for buba is 4x4. But sometimes some people will say, okay, I want my buba to be, I want a very wide buba. Then you can make it 4.5. You can make it 5 here, please. So if here is 5, this is the width. If the neck width is 5, then you can reduce the neck depth. Here we have it. I'll be able to mark the neckline for the blouse length. So I'll mark 26. So I also want to explain that at this neckline, remember that's 4. So when you are joining it, it will be 4.5. So I want you to note that it will be 4.5. Have been able to cut now. Remember, the highest round measurement is 38 divided by 4. We have 9.5. So we're making use of 9.5. But there's something you have to know, that for ease allowance, you had 1 inch. 1 inch. So I will add 1 inch. That's 9.5. 9.5 plus 1. That's 10.5. 10.5. And then sewing allowance 1 inch, we have 11.5. So it means I'll be cutting 11.5 down. The last step now is to mark your armhole depth. For the armhole depth, you make use of your normal armhole depth and you add 1 inch. So depending on the ease you want, the armhole depth is 8.5 plus 1 inch, we have 9.5. So I'll mark 9.5 here and then cut my fabric. So what you now do here is this: you notch it. That's 9.5. You notch it. When we started cutting this, you could actually just do your division 11.5. Remember, 11.5 times 4. So 11.5 times 4 will give us 46. So it means you just fold 46 into 4. Do you get? So that will be 11.5. For the sleeve, I folded it into 4. The 9.5 here, I said you notch it. It means when you are sewing the sleeve, this place, no, this is the blouse. This is our blouse. It means this place too should be 9.5. So this place should be 9.5. The measurement from the mid shoulder to the sleeve is 23 inches. Remember. So what we do is this: you subtract 10.5. Don't forget we use 11.5 here, and the sewing allowance is 1 inch. So that's 10.5. So that 10.5, you subtract it from 23 inches, which gives us 12.5. So it means your sleeve length will be 12.5. I hope you got that. So it means the sleeve length will be 12.5 and the round arm will be 9.5, and then you add your sewing allowance 1 inch to it. So I'll measure 12.5 like this. I'll be adding 2.5, the 0.5 for sewing it here, and then 2 inches at the end line, plus 12.5, that's 15 inches. So we cut 15 inches like so, 15 inches, and then 9.5. I will make use of 1 inch as a sewing allowance, so that's 10.5. I hope you got that. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would appreciate it if you like this video so many people can know about my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. I am Blessing Banjo. You can join my Facebook group. I have a Facebook group where fashion designers, where they share so much insight. So in case you're interested, check the description box. And I also have a very sound WhatsApp community for fashion designers, so you can ask questions. I have a Facebook group where you can ask questions. I have a WhatsApp community where you can also ask questions. In case you're interested in joining any of the two, check the description box. So for the neckline, let me tell you how you can finish it. So for the neckline, see, you can see this fabric I've placed here. So you can just put a facing there and then you hem it. You can also use bias. Just fix your bias, sew it, and then iron or press it and hem. So you can also do it this way. You can see this is on fold, this is on fold, and this is how it is. So I'll just put my buba here. I'll put my buba here like this. So I will ensure my buba is meeting up with this edge here. So this is how I will cut my, in case you want to cut a facing to it. So you just cut, let's cut it. Ensure that the shoulders they meet, and then you open it. I try to make it like 4 inches. If this is up to 4, yeah. So because after joining it will be 3 inches. So you take your facing, this is your facing, and you place it like so, and you join. That is as easy and simple as you can think of. So you just place it this way. So ensure you finish. You can weave the edge. You can weave the edge here and you can turn it with your bias so it can be neat. Please like this video, share this video with your friend. In case you get something, please leave me a comment in the comment section, and you can ask questions in the comment section, and I'll be glad to respond to you. Thank you so much for watching. I remain Blessing Banjo. See you in the next video. Bye.